Hello folks, and welcome to shelf 13, I think this is, of my complete Blu Ray DVD movie collection. I keep changing the titles on them, but they're all in a playlist. So if you are looking for the playlist, I think it's Blu Ray Collection 2024. And you can start, if you haven't seen from shelf 1 and you're wanting something just to have on in the background and have a cup of tea with, then start from shelf 1. So, what have we got on shelf 13? We start off with some random ones. There's no particular order to these. And first one is a movie that I have got, but I can't ever watch. It's called Voices. And I can't ever open this Blu-ray because my wife got it for Valentine's Day for me and she wrote Happy Valentine's Day on it. Didn't you, Arlene? So I cannot watch this one unless I get a different copy. Next we have a movie that I really enjoy. It's really dated now. And again, this is an 88 Films one, and it came with a slip originally, and the slip for it is fantastic, but I never bought it then, and you just can't get the slip. It's something ridiculous on eBay for one to buy one with a slip, so I'm slipless on this one, and it is Hackers, and I got it in the 2 for 15. I've watched this movie multiple times. Why haven't I ever opened the Blu-ray? Because it's always been on a service, or I think since the last time I watched it, but I will open it one day. Next is another movie I haven't seen yet, and I think again I got in the 2 for 15, and I got Good British Shields was in it, and also I think I got another one of them, and I traded it in because you got a fantastic deal on it, and that is Sahara. I picked this one up because I've seen it in CX and I thought, look, well, I've never heard of this film before, and it is Milena with... I forgot her name. How can I forget her name? Monica Bellucci in it, and I thought it was an okay film. To be honest, it wasn't my favourite. Then I just seen this in the charity shop, and I haven't seen Farscape. I've watched a couple of the first episodes, but I haven't seen Farscape. But both of those people ended up in Stargate towards the end. So I thought, once I do watch Farscape, then I'll have this. And that's the Peacekeeper Wars. Oh no, an Amazon Germany one coming up. We'll need to make sure I haven't been a donut and got this one without English, like the Rainmaker. Let's see. It's Men at Work with Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. I always wondered why they had different names, but Martin Sheen Martin Sheen's real name isn't Martin Sheen, and he regretted changing it, and Emilio kept his one, and I think Charlie Sheen has another name. I don't know what it is, but there you go. Does it have English? It does. Men at Work. Can't tell you much about it because I haven't watched it yet. Post-apocalyptic BMX Gorefest. I really enjoy this one, and when I seen it in the charity shop, I took it, and that is Turbo Kid. Great movie. Next up, we have the movie that Inner Space was apparently based on, and that's why I got it, but I haven't watched it yet. It is Fantastic Voyage from 1964. The most spectacular journey ever, apparently. We'll soon see one day. I know this is a remake, and it's a remake of Nikita. I should probably put Nikita right next to it. It's Bridget Fonda in The Assassin. I really like that movie. I haven't watched Nikita yet, but I'm going to. Should get single white female input, but I don't think single white female's got a Blu-ray. With Jennifer Jason Leigh. Next, we have a TV series, the TV miniseries, the original, The Stand with Stephen King, and it's weird to see it in such a small packet. Because how many videotapes did that have?
The book's over 1,000 pages.
But did you not have the videotapes?
No.
I'm sure you did. Because we watched it. I'm sure you had the videotapes. And I think there was like 6. And I always used to like watching that because it's got Rob Lowe in it. Interruptions from my son because he was hungry. He's came through to get his Morrison salad he made. You know, you get choose a buffet salad on a Saturday. Salad Saturdays he calls it. So back to Stephen King's The Stand. Great one, and when that came out on Blu-ray, I waited a while, but I'm really happy to have that. I do want to see the new one. Pretty sure I've seen the first few episodes of that, but I stopped watching it. But I should go and complete the new one. I really should. We've also got, I think I've got this just the first series. I really need to pick up the second. And the music and the premise of this show is great. Yep. Life on Mars, the complete series 1. Need to find series 2 somewhere on there. I'm not sure why I've not got series 2. Maybe it's expensive, or maybe I just haven't seen it yet. But when series 1 was available, I took it. I'm sure I've got series 2 on DVD, so I can watch them if I want to. But that's a great series. Right, we're going to move over a little bit. Will we pause it while I readjust? I think I will. Let's readjust. So here we are into my premium collection shelf. That, apart from that, so as you can see, there's a little gap because I've got a little stand, and then I've got the shelves, and then I've got here. Look, if I move out the light, they're all shiny. My premium collection. I've got some up the top there. I think there's 180 now in the premium collection. I think it's ended, but I've not got 180 of them. I do pick them up when I see them. There's some that I don't particularly want, to be honest with you, but I do pick up ones that I fancy watching. So what have we got in this one? We start off with, let's take one out, Time After Time. I have watched this. I'm going to take one out to make it easier. Let's take out Time After Time. Then we'll put them all back in. I've watched Time After Time, a time travel movie with Jack the Ripper. I did enjoy it, but I thought I was going to enjoy it more. Still a solid movie. What have we got next? Oh, Public Enemy. I found this in a cash generator type of shop for 50p. So I took it. Haven't watched it though. Let's keep them out for now. Next we have, look at the dust in there. That's ridiculous. That's why I think I should really make sure I got those covers, because there's too much dust. Look at that. And we're out of focus. That's better. So I've also got Forbidden Planet. Haven't seen it. The Time Machine, which I have seen, and I think is a fantastic movie. I like it that this premium collection have got the spines on them and they're all numbered and tell you what year. That 1960, that's a great movie. Time Machine, where he goes back in time and then forward in time to what's the Eloy and the something on the surface. I can't remember what they're called. Should know that. There you go. Maybe it's time for a rewatch. We then have classic stop motion animatronics or animation in Jason and the Argonauts, another great movie. Battle of the Bulge, fantastic movie. Really enjoy that one. I think the person who plays the best character in that is actually the German commander, Robert Shaw. You really hate him, I think, anyway. Badlands, I got this because it's Martin Sheen in it, but I haven't watched it yet. Marathon Man, this was trading in for a lot of money at one point. I think it was trading in for like £22 or something. So I bought two, traded one for 22, and then kept one. But I have watched it, but it's not my favourite. It's not a favourite. Crow, I do enjoy that one. Some classic Stanley Kubrick in Full Metal Jacket. Now I have got this in 4K, but with the premium collections, I don't really want to get rid of them. I've also got Full Metal Jacket in 4K, but I don't think I want to get rid of any of the premium collections because they just look so nice on the shelf. They're ones I would double dip with and just keep people in. There's some Cluck Grayson ones coming up as well. Pet Sematary, the original. Classic horror. Then we have some Michael J. Fox in Casualties of War. Great movie, that one. The Brutality of War. Sex, Lies and Videotape. I believe I got this on a really cheap deal. Oh, I'm back in the place. A really cheap deal on eBay or Amazon, thing like that. I think it might have been £1 or £2. I haven't watched it yet. Not 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4. Let's see. Then we have the classic Gremlins 2, the new batch. Another great movie with Morgan Freeman and Anthony Hopkins and Matthew McConaughey. Amistad, the story of the slave ship. Who has the right to them? I think I'm going to have to move my stand again. Let's do it. Here we go. What else do we have? New Jack City. Not watched it yet, but Wesley Snipes. So thought I'd get that one. Hope you can see that. I'm sure you can. Then we have Gattaca. I think that's Ben Affleck, but I've not watched it yet, is it? Yeah, no, it's Ethan Hawke. John Hurt in the classic 1984. I have watched that one. It feels with Ring cameras and things like that, they were in a little bit in 1984 at the moment. Especially with the, you can't offend anyone. And them rewriting history. I don't think that's happened yet. But that's why you should have physical media. And that's a particular reason you should have 1984 in your collection. Not seen this one yet. Clash of the Titans. That's the original. I believe there's a remake, isn't there? Mm-hmm. I've not seen the remake either.
Very dated, but really good.
This is an Eddie Murphy movie that I've always wanted to get round to, and I've never got round to it yet. The Golden Child.
What's the picture? My big cousin took me to see that in the pictures.
I've never seen it yet. But it's in the premium collection, right ready for me to watch. Oh, another classic. Dirty Dozen. Now, that's sealed up. I did actually get this from CEX for £6, I think. But it didn't have the slipcover. And with the rest of my premium collections all having slipcovers, that really, really bugged me. So when there was a sale on and it was 2 for £15, I thought for £7.50 I'll take it and I'll trade the other one back in. And by that time it actually went up to £6 or £8, so I got my money back, and that made the shelf look a much more tidier, shall we say. Trading Places, absolute classic. With Dan Aykroyd, Eddie Murphy, and Jamie Lee Curtis. I love that movie. Now, this one, I picked it up for two reasons. I like the cast, but I've never seen it yet, and that's Dolores Claiborne with Kathy Bates and Jennifer Jason Leigh.
It's good, but again, the book's better.
We also have a classic Robin and Marian, which I haven't seen, but that's the one with Sean Connery in it. Dracula AD 1972. I haven't seen that one either. Why is this not coming out? It's probably because it's stuck together because of the CEX sticker on it. It has. Yep. And again, I picked that up as an opportune moment in CX. Urban Cowboy, I picked that up because it's got John Travolta. And at the time I had vouchers, so I took them. And now they're on my shelf, ready to watch when I'm ready. This one I'm pretty sure I got really cheaply on the Amazon for £3 or £4. And that's Lost Horizon. This one was a CX pickup, and I've watched a couple of James Stewart movies now that I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen A Wonderful Life for a long time, and I've seen that, and I've just watched The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, and I thought that was a great movie as well. And then we've got Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, so that's maybe inspired me to watch that. James Stewart and Jean Arthur. We also have classic Outland next with Sean Connery in space. Now, my dad recently told me he loves this movie that's coming up. You'll see it there. And I hadn't seen it until about a year or two ago. I've been looking for it in the premium collection. I eventually found it in CEX. It is a great movie. I really enjoyed it, and that's Logan's Run with Jenny Agutter. That's probably why my dad likes it. And I do not know who else. But I watched this for the first time. We used to go to my gran's on a Saturday afternoon, and I was feeling tired or sick one day, and I happened to have that still in the boot VCX. She says, "Why didn't you go and lie upstairs and watch a movie, and I'll watch James and Molly." Or, well, not that she's watching now, but... And so I did that, and I had a nice restful, peaceful watch of Logan's Run. We next have The Mission. I picked that up because I had Robert De Niro and Jeremy Irons, but I haven't yet watched it. We then have Classic, which I have seen, Gettysburg. What a movie that is. But you need to have a spare 3 or 4 hours to sit there and watch that. I have watched this recently as well, and I really enjoyed it. And that's Humphrey Bogart and Mary Astor in the Maltese Falcon. Haven't seen this one yet. I really should watch it. And that's Von Ryan's Express. I've heard it's really good. Now, this one's usually on at Christmas time or just after Christmas. And I sat down and watched it on TV. And I thought, this is actually an excellent movie. So eventually I picked it up. It's still sealed because, to be honest with you, I've watched it twice on TV since. Or at Christmas time. And that is Ice Station Zebra. I've seen clips of this movie and I haven't seen it all the way through. And I did want to watch it all the way through. So I picked it up. And that is Bad Day at Black Rock. Another one I've not seen yet. Scarecrow. And I got that because Gene Hackman's in it. What's the other one I've got of Gene Hackman's? I think it must be at the top there. It's Night Moves, isn't it? I should probably move that one up to where my Gene Hackman movies are. Sly Stallone, or Sylvester Stallone, and Michael Caine, and Escape to Victory. This is a wee bit high now, I'm going to lower it down a bit. There you go. We also have Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Again, I think I must have seen that one in CX. I haven't watched it, but it was a good addition to the premium collection. Donnie Brasco, I have seen this movie. Al Pacino, Johnny Depp, great movie. Drowning Pool. I haven't watched it yet, but Steve McQueen, so it's got to be a decent one, isn't it? Not Steve McQueen, what am I talking about? That's Paul Newman. I sometimes get them mixed up. But now look, I can't see the top of it. I just moved it down too much. Maybe I'm too close. There we go. Bit late, because it's the end of the video just about. There's only one more to go. And that is the classic, which I quite like, with Kevin Bacon. I don't know what the lady's name in it is. Do you know what the lady's name in Flashdance is?
Irene Cara, I don't know.
Irene what?
Irene Cara.
Cara. I don't know. But there she is, on front. And a great movie. I'm not 100% sure. But that is shelf 13 of my complete collection. Now, next we get down to shelves that my desk is completely in the way of. And the shelves here have mainly got DVDs on it, and there's a shelf that's not a shelf. Then 3 rows of... So I'm going to have to move my desk out for the next one. Yes, we will. No way around it. But I suppose we can do that next time. But if you've got any comments about the movies on the shelf, anything you want to put in there, and if you do like the video, it does help the channel. And I have got a few new subscribers, so hope they've enjoyed my shelves. If you have, let me know. Did that bring you to the channel? Let me know that as well. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, folks.